Imagine having a store doing 800K a month while still being 18 and in school. In today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be sharing a conversation I had with one of my new friends who is doing exactly that. And this guy's the real deal. He was even kind enough to let me show the store that he's doing this on. The store is called Hakai Culture. And obviously you already know your boy over here loves anime. So as soon as I saw the store, I was impressed and I was all about it. I personally really love these products. Like I would literally buy this whole top row here. If you don't know what these are, they're Naruto inspired shorts, but they really make anime inspired shorts in general. And not just shorts, they also sell t-shirts and stuff like that. So it's really a fashion brand. But this is something we've talked about recently, which is instead of just going after the entire fashion market, try to get really specific, right? Like going after shorts for anime people, for example. That's a very specific group of people. And as you can see, it can work extremely well. These are some of my favorite right here. And again, one thing I'd like to mention is just how simple this all is. I mean, it's very well branded, but it's super clean, right? There's not a ton of stuff going on and it looks amazing because of that. It's crazy. They don't even have reviews, which is something you don't really see very often, yet it's still working like a charm. So now let's hop on to me talking to Varun, which is the owner of this store, about his journey and about some random other stuff. Now, real quick, before we get into it, I do want to ask you guys for a favor. If you haven't started your Shopify store yet, then make sure you go to the first link in the description of this video or of any of my videos and start your Shopify store through that link. Now, depending on where you are, you may be able to get a really amazing deal like this, for example, where you only get charged $1 a month, but this is very random. It may not be working right now. However, the more people that sign up through that link, the closer I am to being able to actually go to Shopify headquarters and meet with them. If you get X amount of people to sign up, they invite you to the headquarters and I really want to go. So let's run up this link together and show Shopify that we mean business over here. But let's get right on with the video.
I started when I was 17 last year, so it's just a year-old business basically. I started back in June, so June 20th. And basically, I started just TikTok organic, posting 10 times a day. I don't know how the algorithm likes that now, but I was posting 10 times a day. And then one of the videos popped. I was just dropshipping at the time. It wasn't a brand or anything. I was just, testing products, and it was in the anime niche, right? So I was just like, one of my TikToks that went viral was like, "Be honest, would you buy this?" And it was just a slideshow of the products after I said, with my face in it, like, "Be honest, would you buy this?" And then slideshow. And it was just showcasing all these AliExpress like anime products, anime clothing, right? And that video got 1 million views after I was posting like for a straight like 4 days, 10 times a day. One of those TikToks got 1 million views.
No way, bro.
And I did like 14K in a day, and I was like, damn,
this hit.
Yeah, and especially with even 1 million views and then 14K in sales, like most people like for other products, right? Other niches. 1 million views does not equate to 14K in sales. It's usually a lot more than that, right? So I was like, oh damn, this audience has a really cult-like fan base. Like they have like some type of emotional connection to the product. And so, so at the time I had my Facebook pixel installed, so I already had the data getting collected and all that. And so I started running Facebook ads right after. But the thing is, with TikTok organic, you know how you have to like your prices should be like really low to like get more customers acquired, because the demographic on TikTok is super young, like really young. So they only have a certain amount of money. They're not like super rich or anything. So my issue was, since I'm new to e-commerce and stuff during the time, I never increased my prices. So my prices were super low and I was running Facebook ads. So I was basically acquiring people at a break even or even a slight loss. And in 2 months running Facebook ads, I did 100K revenue at 3% profit margin. So $3,000 profit.
Shit.
Yeah. So it was really bad. And I was like, and I figured it out. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I just need to increase my prices. I increased my prices a little bit. Got like a 66% gross margin, so like a 3x markup. And I eventually, started making a profit.
Damn, bro. So that's crazy. Did it affect your conversion rate?
I mean, of course. I mean, Facebook needs to re-optimize, and but then after that, it became good. And then I started making a decent profit. I was just selling clothes at the time, anime-inspired clothes. And then what really popped off Hakai was selling these Halloween masks. So you've probably seen these like Demon Slayer like Halloween masks. that like light up, and I sold those, and that's what really like was my breakthrough month. And I was like, damn, I made a killing that month. It was basically like, this is still dropshipping at the time. It's still, I find these on AliExpress type stuff,
Okay.
all these clothing.
Holy shit, that's so cool.
I haven't branded it yet. That was a switch, but that's not now. So this is in October of last year, so 2021.
Okay.
And I basically, selling these Halloween masks, and I did 300K revenue. So it went from a 50K revenue to 300K jump.
Wow.
And I made I made a lot. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually making money. I'm like, damn. And my parents were like, what the like, they were like, whoa.
Yeah, you're like 17, still in school.
Yeah, I was still in school. I realized like if it was usually like Hakai was like a side job, right? Because I'm still in school. If I never was in school and I was doing Hakai, I would have 1,000x what I'm at right now. You know what I mean? But so then I was drop shipping, and then had that breakthrough month with the Halloween mask, and then October, November comes around, and I sold these sweaters. So these are like, this is the first custom product I ever sold. It's like a cotton sweater, like a knit sleeve, anime knit sleeve, and I sold that. That was really crazy. Like, I was on track to do $1 million that month.
What?
But the thing was, 15 days in, my processor went down because of high volume, because it went crazy scale. Shopify payments is really bad in my opinion. But anyways, the processor went down, and then a new competitor popped up. I'm like, who's this competitor? And I never knew about DMCAs or any of this, but this competitor, their name was Hakai Streetwear. So our name is Hakai Culture.
Yeah.
Their name is Hakai Streetwear. And their logo, right, was flipped. It was like our logo, but flipped upside down. And the theme of the store was exactly copied. The text was exactly, it was like a ripoff,
Jesus, right? Yeah.
And so we're basically competing on Facebook. We're like it's like a 1v1 situation right now. And our feedback score was great. Our customer service was great. Like, even on the Facebook page itself, there's like a reviews tab where like it rates out of 5 stars. It was like 4.3. And they just popped up, and they were like, making our CPMs go higher. And basically, when our processor went down, they had all the show. Like, they were going. Then they started scaling, right? But the thing was, this company was selling a screen print version of our product and advertising it as a knit product. So they were doing a bait and switch, like scamming.
Yeah, they're lying.
Yeah, and they're selling at really low price as well. So they were scamming people, right? And they were going for a whole month without no repercussions, right? Because the Facebook feedback score takes a little bit of time for it to kick in. And when I was looking at this, like, oh shit, like they're gonna give us a bad rep because our names are very similar. We're getting emails from their customers, like they have a different order number system, like, and it's like HS and then the order number, right? And they're emailing us that order number. I'm like, oh, you're not even in our database. That's not us. And it was just giving us a bad rep, and we had a really bad reputation because of this company. And what made it even worse was when the customer got scammed by them, they were like, they DM'd them on Instagram. They're like, yo, can I please get a refund on my order? And then they would respond to them, and they would say, they would respond and say, like, I have the screenshot, but it was basically they said, like, we're so sorry for the inconvenience. Please leave a review at hakaiculture.com. So they would forward all the negative feedback to our Facebook page. And it was getting to the point where, like I said, there was like a reviews tab on Facebook where it was like 4.7 out of 5, right? Our score on that went from a 4.7, and then the next day I woke up, it was like a 1.2. And it was like literally just like hundreds of comments of like, oh, I got scammed by Hakai.
That's so dirty.
They said Hakai Streetwear too. And it was like, oh, okay. And I had to disable that reviews tab because, like, bro, like that really like was like crazy to me.
Yeah.
And that month I lost $60,000 just because when customers order, right, we acquire the customer, and then they go back to the Facebook page or maybe even the Instagram page, and they see the comments, right, and they're like, oh shit, this is a scam. So then they'll refund. So we already fulfilled the order, right?
Yeah.
So we lose the money on the fulfillment, and then we lose the money on the Facebook ads and the refund. Like, we lost a lot of money off that. So we lost $60,000 just off that month. But it was such a bad experience, and like we can't even sell that product anymore because it has bad stigma around it now.
Yeah.
And it was such a great product. It was such a great product.
And they ruined it.
They ruined it. Yeah, it was crazy. And what I realized was that person was in an e-commerce Discord. So I never what I did, right? When I had these results, I posted because it was my first time ever getting results. I think everyone has done this at one point.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Flexing like a screenshot. I flexed a screenshot, right? And this, I don't know, like people are asking questions like, "Oh my god, congratulations!" And like the thing is, I never knew like you have to cross out your order amount and like the everything. So you know how these nerds like
they'll calculate it. Yeah, they'll calculate
I'm like,
that
bro.
shit.
And if you say the niche like clothing, they're like, "Oh yeah, easy." You're
find
done.
yeah.
So I mean, it's still custom, but you can go on Alibaba, find the supplier, or whatever. So,
for sure.
But they're selling a knockoff version. But anyways, yeah. So then after that happened, I mean, we emailed them and we're like, we didn't know how to DMCA, so like emailed them like a fake legal thing, and we're like, yo, like why are you doing this? And they're like, maybe next time you shouldn't post results on your Discord. I'm like, whoa, that is crazy to me.
That is nuts, bro. They just kind of exposed themselves.
Yeah, and I was trying to hold them like, what Discord exactly were you in? You know what I mean? I was like, what the heck? And so
that's so lame, bro. That's so lame.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first time I even do custom. So now I was like, should I even do custom products anymore? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then, we kept going until December and stuff, and then Chinese New Year hit. Chinese New Year hit, factories closed, and you have to order inventory or whatever to keep selling, or you can close down your store for, you can go on hiatus for a couple months. He was like, my agent or whatever was like, yo, do you want to go on hiatus for a bit, or do you want to order inventory for these products? And this is when I had a mind shift change. I was like, do I really want to do the short-term stuff, or do I really want to create a brand?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people would choose the short-term dropshipping route.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier, way easier. However, with clothing, you can still do dropshipping business model, and it's POD, right? It's print on demand technically. And so I just chose that route, and it's fully branded. It has, and we did our first drop ever. It was break even. I didn't know how to run a drop. I've never done a drop before. It was break even, but it was a good start. And then what we did was like, okay, let's release some we'll start doing shorts. We'll do all those.
Yeah,
shorts is what really popped off because we capitalized on the 5-inch inseam, which is really popular. And then we added it with anime and elements into the product. And
you're talking about the shorts?
Yes, the shorts on our
those
site.
Are fire, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, those good team behind it that makes them. But yeah, I mean, we started running the shorts, and the shorts is what really popped off the brand, and we went from like 30K followers at the time, and now we're almost at 100K followers on Instagram. And yeah, from then we started, we kept on picking up the pace, and Hakai now. So
yeah, bro, what a journey, man. That's so dope. You're like, This thing is like an anime character, like for real, fighting against like enemies out here.
So many doubts, so many lows, and stuff. So
I love that though. I'm really happy you brought up the fact that like you really got to be careful about sharing your numbers, man. Like people don't understand. I feel like I get asked that a lot, and like people ask that, like, oh, why don't people share their numbers, blah blah. But it's like they don't understand that it's a competition, and people do copy, bro, and like it can damage your business if you're just getting started. But I'm really happy that you were able to just like come out of that. I think you took a smart route. This is like, it looks so clean. I'm sure there's a ton of competitors now, but you got the advantage. You came up with it.
Yep. One tip I have for if you do want to share results, I've been sharing some results personally of mine on my agency thing, right? But I usually just say it's a client, or I try to hype it up or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you do want to share results, you need to have foundations in place to shut competitors down, and you need to be the top competitor. So my thing, I have a whole DMCA team that does mass DMCAs for people who copy our stuff. We watermark all our products. We have Cozy Anti-Theft. It's an app that like disables copy and pasting, copying theme files, etc. And if you have foundations like that in place, you will be fine. And if you're spending a lot on Facebook ads, your feedback score is high. Feedback score is really important, actually. Like if you have a high feedback score, you'll beat everyone in the auction. It doesn't matter who they are, because like at the time when the Hakai Stewart thing happened, our feedback score also dropped because it was like a whole like negative feedback thing. Our feedback score went from like a 4 to a 2, and then once it's a 2, our CPMs increased. But once you get to like that 3 to 5 range, your CPMs cut in half. Like, people don't know this. It's not the ad strategy. It's not bid caps, cost caps, low minimum ROAS. It's the creative, the offer, the product, and your business as a whole.
The experience, everything.
Yeah, everything. You need to have a really good customer support team, answering every day, answer all your comments, use like a mini chat bot to like answer like auto message comments and stuff. Like that's how you really that's how you really win on Facebook. It's not the ad strategy at all.
I love that, bro. That's such good advice. People get so caught up in the little details, like strategy, colors, like bro, you gotta figure this out. That's awesome, man. And you're so young. You have so much to learn, but I feel like you already achieved so much just in the last like 6 months or like year now. So it's coming up to almost a year now. That's crazy.
Yep.
Are you ready to run it up this Q4?
Hopefully. I don't want to get banned, but it's been knock on wood, but like yeah, I mean, Q4, this is gonna be my first Q4 since the other Q4 I got banned.
Oh yeah, true.
I couldn't do a Q4, so I need to plan it out with my email marketer. Think of like an offer to run.
Yeah, a big drop or something.
Excited. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Really excited.
That'll be sick. And now you got an agency. I heard you mention something about an agency.
Yeah, so I just started it last month. It's a media buying agency because that's like my strong suit. Media buying. I mean, it's not, honestly, media buying now is very automated. Like, you don't really need to like. But the thing is, media buying, you can tell them like, it's more so like you run their ads and you give them suggestions on how to improve it. Like, you need to improve your business as a whole. Like, if the results are bad on broad targeting, that means their ad sucks. Like, you need to tell them, give me better ads. Like,
exactly.
I only go broad, and if it doesn't work, and your CPMs are crazy, like that means the ad sucks. Like, interest targeting does work too. It's still it's good on small scale, but if you want to scale big, then you need a bigger audience.
You need to open that up in Cycle Creatives. That's cool, bro. I also have an agency, media buying.
Yeah, Kemi, right?
Yeah, but Kemi, I don't know if you've seen it. Well, I mean, you've heard of it, so I'm sure maybe you've seen it by now. Yeah, bro, we just got our whole like brand design done, the whole image of the brand and everything, and I'm really happy with how it all came out. It's like very inspired by Japanese culture. That's why when you sent me your shit, I was like, oh my God, this is like amazing, bro. I loved it right away. And then when you sent me that you own one of those, you're one of the few people, bro. Like, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, I have it right here,
including myself. That's so sick. So we got a special bond with just that, man. That's so insane. Like,
yes, sir.
That's a relic. Like, if this is a video game, that shit's like a rare item.
It's actually a cool piece, bro. It's actually
it's lit.
Demon Slayer mixed with like an inspirational, like visualized value. Value,
exactly. Yep.
That type of thing.
Yeah, I love that stuff. That's so cool. So what do you got? So now you're just focusing basically on agency and then running up Hakai. Like that's it.
Yeah, I am testing another clothing brand. I already fully branded it and stuff. It's like, but I just, Facebook is really bad. I have like 10 pages warming up and stuff. Cause last year my Hakai page is like a year old now and it's never been, like banned.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if you made a page then and started like spending money, you'd have less likely to get banned now. But like pages that you make now or you buy pages or anything, it has a more chance of getting banned. And it's kind of annoying. So
yeah, that makes sense, man. Are you guys doing any TikTok and Google? Because that's been a big mix for me. Like, yeah, I've been really liking the TikTok Google dynamic. It's clean.
So yeah, so we're running Facebook, Google, Pinterest, Snapchat, like basically all the social platforms. Yeah, and we're basically running at break even. Actually, I don't know how well Triple Whale is tracking, but we're basically running top of funnel pre-break even, and we're still madly profitable. It's because we're like, Facebook is not supposed to be like, initially it could be very profitable, but overall you shouldn't be like, it should be more of like a business amplifier. It should amplify other channels like Google and stuff. Like think about it like this. Like I spend 10K a day on Facebook ads, right? That's going to amplify Google. Like people are going to search a lot more on high culture. And if you're doing retargeting on Google, they'll search you up and you'll get sales more on Google and other platforms. And I really have a thing about omni-channel presence. I want to be everywhere.
Yeah, bro. That's my big thing too. It's like, I think if you don't have an omnipresent strategy, you're just going to get left in the dust, bro. Like you need to be thinking about that for sure. Any business. And I mean, why wouldn't you? It's like the same thing with organic shit. It's like, why wouldn't you post organically on your page? Like it's literally, you're connecting with your audience. It's an opportunity to like connect, engage with your customer and get organic traffic. Like win, win, win.
Yep. Yeah.
That's sick.
Organic is something I still like, or we still do organic on Instagram, but we still need to do more on TikTok. But for paid social, like we're on everything basically.
So there you have it. That's basically it. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow Varun in the description and start your Shopify store today. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.